With XenServer and XenCenter properly installed, my two hosts part of a resource pool, and connected to shared storage, I am now going to create a new virtual machine. There are a few ways to do this. You can install the OS directly from a CD in a XenServer host, or you can install from an ISO image located on an ISO storage repository. For this video, I'm going to create the VM from an ISO library. Before I can create my new virtual machine, I will need to prepare a few items. My storage admin has created another storage resource to host the OS ISO images I will use to create my virtual machines. And just like in the previous video, I will need to connect to the ISO library. Let's do that now and then create a new virtual machine. In XenCenter, I will click the New Storage button. Choose Windows File Sharing CIFS and click Next. In the following dialog box, I will enter a name for my ISO storage repository. Enter the share name, enter a username and password, and then click Finish. XenServer will then attempt to validate the information entered. After the validation is complete, I will see my new ISO storage repository listed in XenCenter. I am now ready to create new virtual machines. To do this, I will click on the New VM button in the XenCenter toolbar to start the wizard. In the New VM dialog box, I will have to select a VM template. For this virtual machine, I am creating a Windows XP virtual machine. I will select that template from the list and click Next. I will give the VM a name and click Next. Then I will have to choose the installation media. I am going to choose the Windows XP ISO that is stored in my ISO library. Now I will have to select a home server for this virtual machine. In this demonstration, I will not assign this VM to a home server. This allows the VM to start and run on any server in my resource pool. I will give this VM 2 CPUs and 1 GB of memory, and I will use the defaults for storage location and networking. After completing these steps, I will click Finish. XenServer will then create my VM. Most of you have seen a Windows installation a number of times, so I'm not going to show you the entire process. If you would like to interact with the newly created virtual machine, you can do so by selecting the VM and then click on the VM's Console tab. With the virtual machine created and the operating system installed, I will now move on to the next topic. In that video, I will show you how to import a virtual machine using XenCenter.